traditional, a nice French onion soup. Basically consists of onion, a nice chicken stock. You put a little beef stock in if you like it, nutmeg, salt, pepper, a bay leaf. And there we go. We're going to do the julienne cut so that everything is the same. Now we slice the onions julienne style. It's a traditional French way of cooking the onion soup. You can put croutons on top of this with cheese, but it's very important that you the right cut. Yeah, a diced. When you go out to a restaurant, you have French onion soup. You're not looking for little diced bits of onion. You're looking for these nice stringy long onions, and that is why they're cut in a julienne style. And it has to be that way. And with that, we'll just do a little piece of garlic, and we'll be ready to start the French onion soup. Once again, I just pulverize it, I guess you'd call it. And the skins just pop right off. You don't have to get it all under your fingernails or anything like that. And this is just, we're just going to rough chop this up. Well, we're going to actually cut this down fairly nice. We're not going to do a rough chop. We're going to chop it down because we don't want it to overtake the onion. It is an onion soup, not a garlic soup. So we don't want big chunks flowing through there. But a nice dice is fine. Okay, we're going to start making some French onion soup. And as you know, the French, they love their butter. So we're not going to let them down. And with this, the onions, you want them to start to caramelize. As an onion caramelizes, it turns to a brownish color. You'll see as we go along. But it reduces a beautiful amount of sugar that just totally takes the soup over. It's not a sweet soup, but it's not an onion soup. When you cook an onion, you get a better flavor out of it than you would eating a raw onion. As you know, a raw onion on a sandwich wouldn't taste good in the soup. Okay, we got the butter is clarifying here. Got a nice foam going on it. And sometimes if you think you have too much onion, you really don't, because there's a lot of liquid in an onion also, and that will cook down. You can hear it starting to sizzle there. That's exactly what we're looking for. And we're going to let this onion cook for a while before we add the garlic to it, so to get nice and caramelized. If you add the garlic too soon, when you put onions in, by the time you're looking to get the color and the flavor out of your onion, you could have burned the garlic. Garlic only needs about 4 minutes or so, and it's ready to go. While we're sauteing that off in there too, we'll also add the bay leaf. Gotta have the bay leaf. And the onions start turning transparent, meaning they're at the right cooking stage. Now this soup can be done in different ways. You can use a beef stock, you can use a chicken stock, or you can use a vegetable stock if that's your preference. We're going to use some beef stock that we made earlier today. We're going to add that right to it. A beautiful sizzle. This is a fairly easy soup to make, and it's impressive to people too. This will probably take about 20 minutes at the most. We get it in here and bring it to a simmer. Okay, now it's time to dish up the baked onion soup. It's come out very lovely. As you can see, we're going to put in these nice crocks. We're going to make some croutons, put a little cheese in, and bake it in the oven. see there's lots of onion in here. Okay, what you want to do is you want to take it up to the top, as we've just done there. Okay, now that we've filled the soup up to the top, we're going to make a crouton for it. And we're just using a regular. So the trick to making sure this floats and it doesn't sink to the bottom is get it underneath the rim of the soup. And on top of that, you see the open ends in there too, is we want to cover them. And then they'll float. We'll take some nice cheese here. You can use a Swiss or Gruyere, whatever you prefer. And we'll just top the soup. Put it on a cookie sheet and then put it into your broiler on high. And there you have it. 2 minutes, we'll be ready to serve. Okay, and here we go. Fresh out of the oven, a nice baked French onion soup with a crouton that floats on top.